Hello, everybody, and welcome to Earn with Nicole, where we share with you the tips, tools, and tricks to market or promote your business online. If you haven't guessed already, my name is Nicole, and if you don't have a business to promote already, I can help you with that as well. So today, I'm so excited. We are going to be using ChatGPT to help define and get a good picture of your perfect ideal customer to promote your business too. So I'm just going to go through a little bit of housekeeping first off. So yeah, just shoot me a comment where you're from. I'm addicted to road trips, so I'd love to hear where you're from because that might spark my next idea. If you're watching the replay again, drop me a comment. Let me know where you're from. Any questions? I would love to hear them. I do check comments regularly. So I'm going to go ahead and let's get started. Just going to share my screen, of course. So let's dive right into chat. Now I'm going to use, I did upgrade my ChatGPT. So I am using ChatGPT, or I do use ChatGPT 4, but for the purposes of this, let's just use the free version because honestly, it still does the same thing. So what you want to do, or what I started with, is I started with the picture of me. Who am I? What do I like? What are my interests? What are my pain points? Kind of thing. And I started with just a simple statement for a chat. So I just said, I'm a middle-aged single woman with no retirement plan. I'm on the go, love road trips and animals, and don't want to wait for a partner to enjoy my life. Can you create a picture of my ideal customer to promote working online? So I'm going to go ahead and type that now into the chat, and let's see what it comes up with. Now, I do recommend once you do, just as a side note, once you do find your ideal customer, throw it in a document because chat doesn't always remember, like when you switch from conversations, it doesn't always remember who you're talking to, or sometimes it gets distracted and kind of veers off into left field somewhere. It's like, okay, no, we're just going to start another chat. Okay, so this is what we've typed in, and this is, let's see what he says. By the way, I call my chat Stanley. We chat so often, so I had to name him. Okay, so this is what it comes back with first. So her name is Sarah. She's 40 to 55. Single independent woman, has a passion for adventures and love for animals, may have always dreamed of going on road trips, exploring new places, never had the opportunity to do so. Busy career and family responsibilities. Now her children are grown up and career settled. She's ready to embrace them more in adventurous and flexible lifestyle. So she's got some interest listed and some goals listed, some challenges. So all different sort of points to think about. Now this one doesn't necessarily resonate for me. You know what, honestly, I was lucky the first time I did it. It just, boom, oh my God, that's me. So I'm going to flip back to this screen here. So this is what it came up with for me. So independent, middle-aged woman, streaks of silver in her hair. I don't have silver, but whatever. Driving down a scenic route, content smile, backseat with travel essentials and a furry friend. Single and loving it. Perhaps held traditional jobs in the past, 9-to-5 grind. So all of this stuff, like as I'm reading it, I'm going, oh my goodness, that is me. That's me to a T. Sorry, guys, I lost my mouse. There we go. So it's got my personality. It's got some interests and so some of my goals and desires. So yeah, like when I look at this, this is me to a T. So I'm loving it. So I'm leaving it as that. But let's go back to Sarah here. Since this one's not resonating quite with me, maybe let's ask it some more questions. Let's say, let's see. Let's maybe help fill it out a bit. Let's say, what are some of Sarah's pain points? So financial insecurity, unfulfilled dreams, lack of online skills, which is not me particularly, but that doesn't mean she can't be. balancing work and adventure, fear of the unknown. That can be scary. So yeah, it's just a matter of asking different questions. Maybe let's say, let's I'm just trying to think of how to word. I'm trying to think, okay, I don't think Sarah had kids. I don't have kids. So let's say Sarah doesn't. Let's just see what that brings up. So again, just some different ideas. So that the key is though, guys, you want it to resonate. You want to get excited by it. It's not meant to define your perfect customer. It's meant to give you that picture, to make you uh, feel like, okay, yes, this is it. Like you get excited. I mean, you guys you heard Michelle's, talkings or whatever about perfect customer. You want to be excited by it. You want to be like, okay, I'm talking to this person. I'm like, okay, and this is what helped me. I always knew who my customer was, but this is what helped me get excited. Like, okay, now I know who I'm talking to. I can picture it. I'm like, okay, I got it. So yeah, I mean, really, that's about all it is. And so it's a matter of just trying to get it set up and massaging it to how you like it. And then once you get that, just copy and paste or copy it, save it in a document so you can go back to another chat if need be and start over. Okay, so Jordan, do we want to get you going here?
I'm going to give it a good old college try and we'll see what we do.
Well, let's just see what comes up with, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and this is, I mean, I have so much fun with Stanley here. We just we have such a good time. Okay, so I'm going to start a new chat. And I'm just going to make some notes. So tell me about you.
Well, let me see. So for me specifically, sorry, there we go, exit full screen. So, did you want to start with like the details on me, or do you want me to start on kind of like the why I purchased?
Whatever you want to tell me. We're just going to make some notes and we're just going to see what we can, because ideally we want to come up with a prompt to give chat to see if we can define it, right? So we want to come up,
Yeah.
we want to know who you are, how your ideal customer might be, what, that kind of thing. So yeah, let's just see what we come up with.
Okay, so I am a 34-year-old married woman. Actually,
Okay.
just recently married last month.
Oh,
I have
congratulations.
two, thank you. I have two stepchildren, both of which are teenagers, but they've only been in my life for like 3 or 4 years now, and I have no biological children of myself. I've pretty much been a career woman in the semiconductor industry now for almost going 15 years kind of situation. I've been in management. I have no tech skills, nothing around that. I have no idea anything about marketing. Um, just like how our friend here was sharing, I'm also, we are the part-time parents, and so really trying to be there and be present is pretty key. And really, I came because I was looking for a way to bring additional fundage into our budget that didn't require us to go out and DoorDash because that's something we've already tried. And it just felt like it took too long, right? You're like, oh, you're out there for 8 hours for only $100, maybe kind of deal.
I
Been there,
laugh.
done that.
I laugh because I do it.
Yeah, like I just feel like it takes more time than what you have in these
It is.
circumstances,
And
in
I
some
think it
cases.
depends on where your market is. And like right now, I do more Instacart than DoorDash, but yeah, I do it. So,
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
uh,
Okay, let me see. So, um, I would say that I mean, I have some notes here in terms of like what my perfect customer would be. So I obviously picture them to be just like me. So male and female parents doesn't really matter. Married with children, it's about same age range, so 25 to 35. It would be ideal if one is kind of a step parent, so you can kind of appeal to the same concept of that kind of co-parenting potential struggle that is clearly there in some cases.
yeah.
Um, Let me see. So obviously, like I said, no experience in marketing, making an average income, just really wanting to do more. Example being, maybe not feeling fulfilled or feeling like they're only simply providing for their family, not so much um, actually going out and living, like being conscious of the difference that I'm only really providing and we're not really living, and that's not really a way to live,
Okay.
is something that I picture these people being on the precipice of.
So do you mean like you want to be excited by what you're doing for work, or do you want to just be able to condense that work so you can be more excited about life?
Ooh. Um, I think to be more excited about life would be more of a target.
Okay. So back to the 2 hour workday and all of that stuff. Okay, so let's
Mm.
see. Let's see what we can come up with here. So, Jordan, and my typing skills are on point, so bear with me.
It always
Is,
happens when someone's watching.
of course, right?
Always.
In her mid-30s, married, with step teenage, with step teenagers. Let's do teenagers. Um, no, marketing or tech background, part-time parents. And looking, subsidize her income as, let's say, efficiently as possible. Okay, does that sound? So mid-30s, married to step teenagers, no marketing or tech background, parenting part-time, looking for a way to subsidize her family's income as efficiently as possible. Let's say in order. Life's experiences. How's that? Does that sound
Yep.
general range kind of
On
thing?
point.
And okay, anything you feel like is missing?
Um, I would add in there that there is a deep desire to spend more quality time with the family, which would include travel domestically as well as foreign with the children.
Quality time with a desire. Locally and internationally. Yay, nay, sounds good.
Yep, sounds great.
Okay. And you are currently in a 9 to 5 type job?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what he says. All right, Stanley, let's see what you got for us. Yeah, I spend a lot of time with Stanley. I mentioned I'm single, right? Okay. Oh, and this is not, oh, I didn't ask the question. So Stanley spit out a bunch of stuff because I didn't tell him what I was looking for.
Mhm.
So we're going to just cut paste that that we typed in. Can you tell me who Jordan's ideal customer is for. There we go. So he's not as smart. I'm not thrilled with this. So I like to believe Stanley is so smart, but sometimes we have to make him and we have to work with him a little bit. So, so let's try this. Can you paint? Can you paint? Just going to say, can you paint a picture of what the profile would look like, including pain points, interests, and let's see what mine was. Goals and desires. Let's add that in there. Okay, now I think we're getting there. Here we go. Okay, so yours is apparently Sarah too. Demographic. So married with 2 teenage children. Didn't include the step part, but that's okay. We can. Full-time job, college educated, suburban area. So this is sort of painting a picture. So as you're looking at this, can you read it too? I don't know. Yeah, you can read it. Okay. So yeah, just, if you take a look through it, how does that feel to you? Like, is this grabbing your attention? Is it like, kind of meh?
I would say that well, at least under interest, that's pretty accurate to what I was envisioning.
Okay. And then pain points.
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
Right on the nose. Mm-hmm.
Excellent, excellent. And then goals and desires. More experiences. So it's looking.
Yep.
So now if you look at this, and if you were to cap this sort of in your back pocket, would you be able to create more content? Like, does it give you sort of a better picture when you're thinking about making your content of who you're talking to?
Yeah, I think so. I think up until this point, I've been doing that, but probably not as effectively. So I think being able to go in and really dive into get an understanding would help, because I'm pretty sure I touch on time freedom often. I've touched on travel, but maybe I'm just not doing it well because it hasn't really been received very well.
Right. And I think,
yeah.
So for me, I think the biggest thing I resonate with, or the biggest help for me, is it helps paint that picture. It helps me envision it a little more. Like, yeah, I know what my pain points are. I know what this is, and I know what they like, and I know what, everybody wants more time. Everybody wants, so it helps me narrow it down a little bit. So it's more narrowed in my mind, because sometimes you start talking and because we want to help everybody, right? Like, it's just,
Yep.
So I think that's where that comes in, and that's where it sort of helps me. So now, with this, if this is resonating with you, if this was something that you were resonating with, the fun part is now you can start using chat to create content. So, and I'm going to do this again next week, but I'm going to go more into using this customer to create content. But for example, let's just say, can you create 5 POV statements to promote?
POV stands for point of view?
Point of view, that's correct, yeah. And Stanley knows that, so that's great. I asked him, like, when as I've been playing with him and learning stuff, I asked him one day, do you know what a POV statement is? And yeah, he told me, so I'm like, okay, we're good. I like it. To promote an online business to Jordan's ideal customer. So now he's going to remember who her customer is, and he's going to write some statements. And these are great for text posts or faceless videos, essentially. So yeah, we understand the importance of family time. Discover travel tips, itineraries, and budget-friendly options to make the most of your family adventures. Yeah, okay, so he doesn't know what your online business is, so we're not kidding. So I'm just going to do a quick description here. Business includes a 2-hour workday. No MLM. What are some of your favorite parts of this?
Oh, hold on, I have that written down. I resonate more with the community. So I really like the fact that there's mentorship involved, especially since I have no experience in any of it.
Okay, great.
I really enjoy the fact that it's easy setup, so plug and play.
Okay.
Let's see here. I like that it's easy to follow.
Okay.
The 100% commissions is naturally a bonus. And let me see. We'll finish it off with, oh, I love that it's teaching me multiple income avenues. It's not just a singular situation.
Learning to. Okay, let's just see what that is. Okay, so now he knows what your business is and your customer. Okay. So here's one. We get it. Your time is precious. Join our community and discover how to build multiple income streams while working just 2 hours a day. Enjoy a better work-life balance and create unforgettable family moments. So you could easily do something like that with text on screen. You could even expand on that if you wanted to, like a talking video. So different things like that. Like, let's see. Now we can also jazz these up a bit. Can you add, let's say add some humor. That's less time than your teenagers spend on TikTok. No mandatory group hugs. So just, it kind of, so you make it to where you want it and get it sort of massaged to what you wanted. And then between these two, if you, like for me, they really resonate. It's like, yes, okay, that's the message I want to say. That's what I want to say. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if any of these are jumping out at you.
No, I love them. I really thought I was getting a chuckle out of the no mandatory group hugs.
Yeah, right. So
that was good.
So once you've got your ideal customer defined within chat, you can just keep building and building and building, which I'm very excited. I'm gonna build on next week. But for now, I just want to kind of concentrate on this a little bit more. Not that there's a whole lot more to do. Like, does it make sense to everybody? Is there any questions?
Okay,
Sure.
1 second. Let me turn my camera on so I can see you guys. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
So yeah, I was on when you couldn't hear, and then I got off and I got a phone call, so I was a little late getting back on. So I think I missed the first person that you took through. I was just reading what was on the screen. But yeah, I am actually struggling with not who I'm talking to, but I'm struggling with like how to research who I'm talking to know like what it is that that they want to hear from me, or to learn more about my perfect customer so that
Okay.
I know better what to say to them. And this is also what I'm struggling with, is that you have to go with what you're comfortable saying online in public. So I can't really say like what I'd like to say, like, yeah, I'm in a real shit relationship and I need money to get out. So like if you're having the same problems, then yeah, no, I can't say that. But I'm also a mom
Know
of a
how
special
many
needs.
people you would get with that though? Oh my God.
I don't know. I mean, because I did make one video saying I was sitting here eating my salad. I was really mad because we had just had a big argument. And I was like leaned over eating my salad on my video. And I'm like, hey, if you're like me and you're really trying to get out of a toxic shit relationship, I'm like, and you want to do digital marketing, let me know. Let's get it. And that was it. That was the only video I ever did like that. And I was like, God, I was like,
Honestly,
this could backfire.
that's your story. There are so many people that would love to hear that. I get not wanting to talk about it. But honestly, if you got around it, oh girl, I think you would rock it. But
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm also like my little boy, he just made 2, and he was just the month before he made 2, he was diagnosed with autism.
ugh,
And so, but we're not even sure that that's what it is. I mean, we're just not, I'm doing some other tests, but basically we do know that he does have some mild developmental delays right now with like verbal and stuff like that. So basically, we are seeing like we're having to do the naturopathic route and the homeopathic route, and we're doing all the testing and we're doing supplements and all that, and it's very expensive. Insurance does not cover it. So like I also was thinking, gosh, there's a lot of moms out there that have children that are on the spectrum or special needs that are trying to make extra money to supplement what their insurance won't cover. So I mean, I can also go that route too. And that I'm not uncomfortable talking about publicly. So it's just I don't really know how to tie it all in together, I guess. And I don't know. So I'm kind of thinking like these moms are probably already at home, most of them, if they have special needs children, or they're trying to get to a place where they can be home with them. And so yeah, I just gotta kind of figure out like what it is that like when to post my content, when to go live, and what to say to these moms, because I really don't know. Like yeah, so I just wanted to see like what you were talking about with ChatGPT, like how to use that tool for this.
what would you want to hear? I mean, that's the main thing. But okay, let's see what my friend Stanley has to say.
Is that what you named him?
I named him Stanley. We spend a lot of time together. So
Oh, that's cool.
okay, so I'm going to start a new chat and we're going to say, I am a, uh, how old are you? What's your age range?
I how old? I think I just made 44, I think. Yeah, 44.
You count your age like I do. Let's see, I was born in.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say I am a mom in my mid 40s.
God, that just I quit keeping up with it.
I
That's
know.
it.
I mean,
Like, wow.
ultimately, it really doesn't matter, but it's just kind of who you resonate with, right?
Right.
And I do think it does kind of affect. I mean, I can't say I'm going to resonate with a girl in her 20s. Like, it's just not going to happen. So,
Oh, right. I know that most moms with young children aren't 44 though. I mean, they're probably like 35 and up, or something like
yeah.
that.
Okay, so with one child.
I have a 26-year-old, and then I have a
Okay.
2-year-old.
Okay. Oh my goodness, you just let's
Uh,
okay,
Crazy,
one
mom.
small challenge. I'm just gonna say challenged. Or no, one small. We'll say special needs. What do you do for work right now?
This is it.
Okay, so
I
you're,
I am by trade. I'm a licensed esthetician. I just haven't practiced in a while.
so you were stay-at-home mom sort of prior to this?
No, I just wasn't working because I've dealt with chronic illness and injury for the last several years
Okay.
myself. So like I've got a couple of chronic illnesses that I've been battling too.
Okay. I'm just gonna lay it all out here. We'll see what it says.
Okay.
To illness, several years. Let's say I'm not single, but would prefer to be.
Right.
Let's see, once unemployed, previous history. As ESTS. How do I spell that? EST.
Oh, ESTHETICIAN.
Thank you. Spelling is not my strong point, which is where Stanley comes in extra handy.
Yeah.
Previously as an estimate.
Okay, and I love the reason why I'm able to do this, like I enjoy doing this is because like when I was an esthetician before that, I worked in a bridal shop and that was my jam. Like I loved working with brides,
Oh, fun,
but
yeah.
I didn't make any money. But I love doing skincare because you get to see these women come in, and I ended up accidentally specializing in sebaceous acne and acne scarring. And you would see these women come in and they'd be so upset about their face, and you get to completely like rejuvenate and revive their skin. And in 6 months, they don't even recognize their skin. They were just like fabulous looking. And you see their self-esteem go from here to here. And it was so rewarding. And like with this, I feel like, you can impact women just the same. I mean, but in their bank accounts this time, and that is like why, I guess that's kind of what drives me to do this. And plus, not just, I mean, not the money, but like what we always talk about, what the money can do for you, like to let you be home with your child. To me, that is the most important thing. And I know that's important to a lot of other women.
Yeah. Turn to help these ladies. Oh, I had the words and they went poof. I really enjoyed helping ladies revive their skin and their image, improving their self-esteem. I'm driven to help these ladies improve life through my online business. Okay, let's see, what can you paint of my picture of my ideal customers? Might be. Okay, so I said I'm a mom in my mid-40s, one small special needs child. I've been unemployed due to illness for several years, not single, but would prefer to be. Previous history as an esthetician and really enjoyed helping ladies revive their skin and their image, improving their self-esteem. Driven to help these ladies improve their quality of life through my online business. Can you paint a picture of what my ideal customer wants and needs might be? How's that sound?
Oh, wow. I see. I didn't even know you could prompt ChatGPT like that. Okay, I'm
Oh,
learning
yeah.
something.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you heard me mention next week, I'm going to take what we're doing this week and I'm going to use it to build on and make some content. So
Wow. See, I've been using ChatGPT more like a search engine kind of, but wording it as if like, I don't know, I'm not using it correctly. I'm trying to learn how. So I've been using a paid for AI assistant, which I love, but it's totally different. So I need to learn how to use ChatGPT correctly so that maybe I can cut that expense.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, this is, I mean, you ask it anything. Like I was struggling for something. I'm like, I was trying to think of types of content and I'm like, okay, I like POV style and I like this style, but I want to think of a couple more. And I was racking my brain trying to think, I'm just going to ask Stanley. And I did. And he gave me,
Nice.
bam.
Are you
Okay.
on TikTok?
Pardon me?
Are you on TikTok?
I am. I have like 12 different channels.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I need to follow you. I don't think I've seen you on TikTok before.
I
So
just
yeah,
started a new one today, so I've got 2 going.
nice.
Yeah, so I'm doing one that's completely faceless that I'm using ChatGPT for.
Okay,
And
now are you doing that so that when people ask you, hey, Nicole, can you tell me if I can do this without having to show my face? Like, are you using that as an example? Like, yes, because I built this one from, or are
no,
you just testing
no,
it?
I started doing that one because I needed to change things up. I wasn't getting any response, any results. And I wanted to do a lot of bulk creating. So that combined those two. I also wanted to concentrate more on Pinterest and Instagram, which
Okay,
are more driven towards picture posts and stuff like that. So I
yeah,
figured that would fit kind of that direction. So that's why I kind of went that route. But
okay.
I do honestly believe that talking videos are more effective. You're building that relationship.
On TikTok, I do too. When people ask me like, "Oh, I don't think I want to show my face," and I'll just be the first to tell them, you know what? On TikTok, you really kind of need to. So
I don't know that you
go
need
find
to,
another
but yeah,
platform.
like I wouldn't discourage your customers from that. But after, I would encourage them kind of, because you'd be surprised. Like when I started all this, I was all faceless. I'm not showing my face. There's no way. I'm not talking. No, I'm not talking on camera. I'm not doing this. What are you talking about? I'm going to do.
Really?
I'm not going to do a Zoom. What are you talking about? But as you learn and grow, and it's amazing the things that you find you're capable of, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's see what
Nicole
Stanley.
Sandon,
Pardon me?
Nicole Sandon. Once you given the other Nicole your avatar, try this. What I put into the comment next,
Okay,
because this
sure.
is where it gets really fun. Once you have this avatar picture, you can have them create like you did earlier, the point of view statements or
Yeah.
content where I'm telling them with
So
hook a
this is
connection to
exactly
your
what I'm
story.
doing next week.
Okay, perfect. It's
So next
so
week, yeah, next week we're gonna drive into some prompts. We're gonna do a whole bunch of different types. We're gonna generate some content. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do next week.
perfect.
But yeah, we can do one quick before we end the call today because I'm in no hurry. Okay, but we're back to back to Nicole. Sorry, back to Nicole's ideal customer. So this is what Stanley comes up with. Sarah is a busy working woman in her early 40s, juggling a demanding job, family responsibilities, and caring for her special needs child. Feeling overwhelmed, stressed, tired, taking a toll on self-esteem and overall well-being. Putting your family's needs. Yeah, I don't know. Nicole, how are you seeing this? How are you feeling about this?
I'm sorry. I thought you were just reading what you had typed. Is that what you were reading?
No, I'm reading what the response is. So this is what
Okay,
Stanley
I'm
says.
sorry.
No, that's okay. This is what
He was
Stanley
making noise. Okay.
multitasking. So this is what Stanley says your ideal customer is. And I
Okay.
just, yeah, I'm not seeing it here. I don't know if you want to take a look and see if any of it resonates with you.
Okay, I'm trying to read it. Let's see.
Yeah, I think he's concentrating too much on the skincare.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we should probably take that out.
Yeah, so okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the prompt again that we did. And we're just going to edit it because it's kind of, so let's,
What's the matter? Mommy's getting your chicken right now, okay? What's wrong? Mommy's getting your chicken.
so enjoy helping ladies. Let's just, helping. Let's just say improving their self-esteem. Let's take that out. Okay, so let's add highlights. Include. So what are some of your favorite parts of the daily pay? What are some of your highlights?
I'll tell you what did I connected through my girl because she was also somebody that is dealing with multiple injuries and not able to work and had medical debt and things like that. And I saw that she could do this. And so that made, subliminal messaging. I'm like, well, look at her doing this. I can do this. And so anyway, I kept watching her. And basically I don't like that. I've done MLMs. I didn't like that business model. And when she said no MLM, I was like, okay, here we go. And because when you're building a business, monthly fees can really be a bummer. And the no monthly fees and the one-time investment, I was like, ding, 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 I'm in. So, I mean, it didn't take long. It only took, I wasn't the typical, 20 exposures or whatever. I binge watched her content, like watched her a couple of times, and that was it.
Yes. Yeah, I'm the same way. There we go.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
so
a quick and easy decision.
yeah, so okay, so I took out the skincare stuff and I added highlights include no MLM, no monthly fees, and a one-time investment. So let's see what that comes up with. So like I said earlier, it doesn't always come up with the first time. Sometimes you get lucky, but okay. So here's the next response. Let's see how you feel about this one.
Okay.
Late 30s to early 50s.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking 35 to 55. This is the woman in her late 30s to early 30s face their share of challenges. Single mother relationship is seeking more independence and personal growth. Yes, yes, yes.
This is already
Self-esteem.
looking much more like you.
Yes, absolutely. Time constraints, desire for independence. Yeah, affordable self-improvement, absolutely. Confidence building, yes. Convenience, independence. Okay, okay. Yeah. This is definitely
The solution part isn't as much, but yeah, like it's resonating though now, right? Like it's making more.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
Sometimes you just have to change some words and add to it, and it's like, okay, bang, here we go.
But how do you take something like this? Like, okay, if this was your perfect customer, and you're reading this, how would you determine, like, what parts of this would you use on that? Like, okay, when you speak to me, I gotta rephrase this. When you are speaking to your perfect customer, when you're making your content,
Yeah.
do you you hear different things. You hear people say niche down so tight that nobody else can fit into your category. That's your niche and you own it. And then you have other people say, don't niche down so tight because then you're losing all of the other opportunity out there. So when you speak to your perfect customer, which direction do you take and what do you say, or like how do you research like what you think your perfect customer wants to hear from you?
Like, think of it this way. Think of it, you want to feel excited, you want to feel you want to feel like you're talking to somebody, not to everybody. You're talking to somebody, right?
Keep hitting me until you move. Go. Oh, sorry.
No worries. Okay. So you want to feel like you're talking to your perfect customer. You want to be excited by it. If you're too niche down, like I think even if you think about it, if you're too niche down and you're in a room full of people and you would only be talking to, say, 4 of them, then you might be too niche down. But if you're talking to that whole stadium, then you might be too broad. Like, does that kind of make sense? So you want to just kind of think of it that way. You want to, like, if you say go to a pub or something for drinks, You're not going to
Mhm.
get along with everybody in that pub. You're not.
Right.
You're going to get along better with this group of people or this group of people. So you
Mhm.
want to try and think of who you're or how you would talk to those people.
Right.
So that's
Yeah,
kind of how I look at it.
and I guess on the internet, I mean, that is like talking to a stadium of people. So you don't want to like, instead of just moms, you know, I see a lot of people going with just parents. That way they're not
Yeah.
leaving out the dads.
Well, and you can, I mean, in your content, you can say just moms. You don't have to assume that just because you said just moms, that only moms are going to buy from you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going to get dads that see this too and think, oh, okay, I'm in the same sort of position.
Mm-hmm.
I can relate. Just because you're saying moms doesn't mean you're not relating to other people,
Okay.
if that makes sense. So
Yes.
now you're
definitely.
talking about researching. What kind of questions are you asking when you're researching?
Well, I see, I'm not yet. I haven't really, I've just been winging it and speaking. Like I haven't really known like what to research. Like am I should, because I hear people say like you should know like where they hang out at, what their interests are, what they, and then I just see, you know, like Michelle says, it's basically you 10 years ago or whenever you decided to get this business, you know, you are your perfect customer. But I don't seem to be resonating with people saying the things that I would want to hear. So I'm trying to figure out how to come at it at a different angle.
Yeah, so when they say paint a picture, it just, the way I see it is you're looking, that just helps you look through your phone, through your camera to the person that you're talking to. It gives you that image so you're not talking to your phone, so you can connect better.
Right.
That's what that is. That's what the intent of knowing where they're sitting, knowing where they are, knowing what they're doing.
Right.
That's where that intent is. It gives you that focus. So and you can use this description to sort of help do that, right? Like, so it's giving you sort of a picture of who that person is.
Okay.
Does that make
Yes,
sense?
that's fair. Yes, it does. Thank you. I mean, now I'm just glad I can use, and I know that I can use ChatGPT like that too, because I had no idea that you could be so, I didn't realize you could do more than just little commands and requests. Like I didn't know you could put that much text in something that you needed.
Oh, of course, yeah. So let's try this. Can you give an example of what my ideal customer might be doing right now?
Probably sitting at home stressing about
Right?
how they're going to pay for something.
So here you go. Lisa's sitting at her kitchen table after a long day of juggling work, taking care of her child, and dealing with various household chores. House is finally quiet as her child's asleep, feeling a mixture of exhaustion and longing for something more in her life. So now does that help you if you were talking now to, if you were doing a video and you had this in the back of your mind, do you think you would connect a little better?
Mm-hmm, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it gives me the visual to know like where I'm coming from. Yeah. Because I haven't even been picturing anything. I've just been like I something like my last video, I was just driving in my car. I was on my way to the dentist and I hate going to the dentist. And I was just thinking about the bills and how much it costs to go to the dentist and how much more dental work I have to have. And I was just like, you know what? And I just hit my live button and I was like, look, I was like, what did I say? It was so random. It was just off the top of my head. It was basically like the holidays this year don't have, because I was about to go put my dental expenses on my credit card. And I was like, the holidays don't have to be a credit card extravaganza this year. I'm like, let's pay cash for your Christmas presents this year. If you want to know how to do this, let's get it. And that was it. That was the video.
Okay,
So yeah.
like I don't really feel any relatability in there. Like it's
Right.
like, so you've got, so if you look at this, you know, what she's doing, you kind of get this picture. Okay, she's sitting at the table. Oh my God, it's been a long day. I'm exhausted. you know, I'm looking online, I'm looking through all those freaking stupid ads that we're posting all the time. And you know, I don't want to see MLM. I don't want to see this. I don't. So this is, you get this picture and you know, you kind of read, you almost want to reach out to her and say, girl, I see you there. I see you stressing. I see you doing this. I see you so cautious about trying something new. I can help you, you know, like I've got this. So
Yeah.
you're talking to her.
Right. Right. Yeah, because I know we definitely want people to get, you know, in our comments being like, oh my God, I felt like you were talking to me. And that's the type of connection I have not been able to make. That's so yeah.
And
That's
that's why, I
awesome.
mean, I know you don't want to, you know, talk about your relationship type stuff, but girl, you would relate to so many people if you got comfortable talking about that. And that's, I get it. It's not going to be something that's going to be easy to talk about if you ever can.
After it's over and I'm like away from him all day. I'm actually even writing a book about it. But like right now, it could really be harmful to me if it got in front of the wrong people.
Fair.
And so yeah, but eventually I do plan on it because like once I'm free from it and I can speak freely, oh yeah.
Nice. Nice.
For sure.
Yeah, because I think you'll connect so much with that. And I mean, once you're free of it, then you will be that person, you know, 3 years ago or whatever.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, but this is the whole purpose of chat is to help paint that picture. To give you some ideas. Like I could say, okay, what is a big pain point for Lisa? And let's see what it says for that. So,
Yeah.
right. So, you know, if you're trying to think of some content, okay, yeah. So let's talk about, so let's picture Lisa. Let's picture her drowning in medical debt. Let's
This is so cool.
see what kind of a message we can give to her, and then make your video for that.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to do this for everyone. This is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I love it. Like I say, I mean, it's become my thing. And then, you know, in terms of talking to your ideal customer, talk to yourself in the car. Just talk to yourself as if you're talking to your customer.
Okay. I will practice that.
And then, yeah, as you get, like, I mean, I'm no expert in this by any means. But this is the kind of thing that I'm trying to do to get more comfortable. And that's, I spend a lot of time in my car and I talk to myself a lot. I talk to Stanley. I say, you know, I just, the more you talk, the easier it gets to kind of spit out.
Right. Definitely.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And I'll go ahead and mute myself. So if Ellen's ready, she can jump on.
All right. Sounds good. Does anybody have any questions
All
before
right,
we move on
thanks.
to Ellen?
Bye.
No questions?
Let me start my video. Sorry. Right. Here we are.
There's
Dinner
Ellen.
is done. Dinner is done. Yes.
Excellent. You're all fed up. Good.
Yes. So go for it.
So, you've been keeping up? You've been listening, or?
Yeah. So
Let's start with, who are you?
Who am I? So I'm 50. I'm a single mom, and I have been since day one. So I've been raising him by myself. He's now 10. And I'm an entrepreneur at heart. So I love just being able to, you know, make my own schedule and make my own income. But, you know, occasionally I get bored and I decide I want to go back to work just for, you know, something to do. And so right now, I know, I'm like, oh, I'm a little bored. Let's do something else. So I'm actually on a leave of absence from my job with Amazon because the position legitimately burned me out. My brain just stopped functioning and stopped working. And so I have been holistically healing. We'll rewind, because postpartum for me was really tricky. And so I've been healing holistically for about 7 years.
Okay.
But the position in January was just like the tipping point to where I was like no more, like we're done. Let me see what else I can do to strengthen, my foundation of my brain, my nervous system. Like, I'm a total neuro nerd. I can talk about ADHD, autism, emotional health issues, like all that. I can talk about that for weeks. So that's my passion, and that will be a second income, doing coaching for that, but that's different. So what I really liked about this, because I was diagnosed with an ADHD type brain in February by Dr. Daniel Amen, one of his clinics. So what it really appeals to me is that this daily pay is just plug and play. I don't have to design any websites. I don't have to write any funnels. I don't have to figure anything out. I don't have to think, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't have to do as much because I'm so overloaded with just parenting responsibilities, trying to take care of myself, and then also earn an income so we can, buy a house. And I want the world to be his teacher. I want to travel the world with him. We love road trips, and one thing I've really enjoyed this past year is being able to go on field trips with him. So I can be like that present, engaged parent, making memories and being able to be there for him, and that's the most important thing, because I am the only parent. I don't want somebody else raising him. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be there whenever he needs me. So, and then I just love that this is just automated, because I have on my whiteboard from earlier this year, digital products, but I just didn't do it because I was like, I don't want to start anything from scratch. Like the overthinker, we get into overthink, and then we just get into overwhelm and freeze, and nothing gets done. So, I really
I'm
want
relating to you so much right now.
I know, and I have a cat too. She's not a lap cat, but I saw your kitty and I was like, oh,
It's a foster.
But
Foster
anyway.
baby.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So I really just want to go ahead.
And I have a litter running around. So sometimes, if I scream, they're climbing my leg. It's, yeah.
Oh, yeah. With the kitten
Like
claws.
that.
Yeah, those are super. Yeah. But I really just want to appeal to the people who are, maybe they're interested in starting a business, but you don't know where to start. Or like me, where I don't have the capacity to do anymore, but I want so much more out of life. And I don't,
Stimulated.
I guess, huh?
Like kind of get overstimulated pretty easy. Would that be a fair?
Well, I mean, I don't know so much as that. It's just, we have so much on our plate,
or overwhelmed.
And then, yeah, it's the overwhelmed, and you're like on borderline trying to keep it together from like legit burning out, because you really can't, because so much depends on you. And then it happens and you're like, oh my gosh. So that, but it really just makes sense. And I've always, like, back in the day, I was a makeup artist and also an esthetician, massage therapist. So I love charging more than what the market, like one of my mentors back in the day, she was teaching us about our happy price. And I don't know if you've ever heard of that theory, but it is, what is the amount that you would charge for your services that if you got a request that it would make you happy to see that in your inbox? What is your happy price? And my happy price is not an MLM commission, and it's not a 70-cent hour raise where I'm never gonna be able to do anything, like achieve any of the goals I want 40 plus hours a week behind a keyboard. you know? So, what we charge for the blueprint fits in with my happy price,
Okay.
you know, for what I feel like my time and my energy is worth. So, I mean, yeah, but I am in the process of getting trained and certified by the Amen clinics to be a brain health trainer, because there's just so many people who need mental health support. And I have loads of mamas that have autistic kids, you know, tons of people with, you know, ADHD, you know, just some kind of a brain imbalance, dysfunction. And there's so much you can do to heal it or to get you back closer to baseline, you know what I mean? Depending on the root cause. So I'm a total neuro nerd. Like
Gotcha. Yeah.
1000%. Yeah.
Yeah. No
I mean,
kidding.
that's what I love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Just jotting down some thoughts here.
Sure. And I forget things all the time. So that's why it also feels to me, because I don't have, there's so much less I have to remember. Like even for dinner, I was making chicken and he wanted chicken and fries because I was like, I'm not cooking tonight. I had acupuncture for the first time yesterday and it kicked my butt today.
Oh.
Yeah, but I forgot that he wanted fries. And so I made him mac and cheese instead. Like just completely forgot. So
do you have that squirrel syndrome? I'm terrible for squirrel syndrome. I'm just
oh yeah,
like
I
shiny
can
object squirrel.
oh, yeah, list upon list upon list upon list upon list, and then I forget that I have a list. And you know, yeah, but I'm learning. I have tools to help keep me a little better focused. And I'm telling you, this acupuncture, I'm like, this is pretty rad.
I've never tried that. It's always been in the back of my mind, but I've never tried it.
Well, so my doctor with the Amen clinics, she's like, go see a functional medicine doctor, because I'm like knocking on the door of menopause and it just makes me nuts. Like the rage is crazy. It's very real. But I wanted a practitioner that would look at the entire body and like look at my nails and look at my tongue and all of that to get a better indicator of health. And so we have an acupuncture college here where I live. So you can go to the clinic and pay a reduced rate and you're still supervised by a licensed acupuncturist. And so I went yesterday and she was like, I'm going to ground you. And she did all these kind of things. And I'm telling you, I left there and I was just like, boom. I mean, just so chill. It was awesome. Not like this, but I love what I'm talking about. So that kind of hypes me up, but
yeah.
Yeah, but I highly recommend
acupuncture. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Just gonna put this in, and I'm not sure, this might steer them the wrong way, but we'll see.
Sure.
A passion for anything. Oh,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a tendency. Move this. Here. And this, guys, is just, I mean, a lot of it's practice, like just type something in, see what comes up.
Yeah.
Now, if I open a new chat and type in the same thing, it might give me something completely different.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so tendency. Okay, so how does this sound? Early 50s, 10-year-old child, single parent, want to spend as much time as possible raising my son myself rather than other people raising him. Also have a passion for anything involving mental health. Always been an entrepreneur at heart, always been attracted to the benefits that working online can provide. I have a tendency to get overwhelmed, so I don't want to start a digital project from scratch. I have found an online business that's plug and play, 100% commission, choose your own schedule. Can you paint a picture of what my ideal customer wants and needs might be?
Right on.
Sounds good? Okay, let's see what he says.
It does. Yeah, let's see what Stanley says.
Stanley. His first name was Ryan. I didn't like that.
No, I don't like that either. For
I like
him,
Stanley.
Yeah, Stanley
You know,
fits.
Nicole, you could almost turn this into a thing, like a weekly,
Oh, that's my
Stanley
plan.
Says show.
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
Yep, that's my plan. Yep. Like I said, next week we're gonna build on this and actually create content from this.
Wow.
And then I don't know about the week after that, but I do all this and I do this live. Like this is all of my videos are gonna be live, unscripted. I'm not gonna come in with a plan. It's just gonna be, let's see where the day takes us. So yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so let's see here. Ideal customer might have the following wants and needs: work-life balance, flexibility, online income. I'm not liking the way this is laid out. How did I phrase that? Let's go back to a previous chat here. What did I? Here we go. Yeah, let's. Okay, so let's try. So yeah, as you can see, a different chat gave me a totally different format.
Yeah.
It's out with demographic, points, goals, desires, etc. There we go. This is, I think, a little more. Yeah. No, it's still not. So I'm going to try this.
Sure.
Let's just try a new chat.
Okay. Because I mean, it really is for even like the moms, the mom
Mhm.
brain, like you want a business that works around your family and, works for what all you have on your plate. Like you can't
Right.
put anything else on your plate, or you don't want to. Maybe it's not that you can't, you just don't want to. We're just being honest.
So reading this is, how does this look to you? Does it feel like it resonates?
Let's see. Let me see if I can. I'm trying to scroll and I can't scroll.
Oh, sorry.
So no, it's okay. No, you can go back up. I wasn't reading that fast.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me get to scanning real quick. Yep. Yes. Right. I'm on number 3. Yes. Work-life balance. Yes. Yes. And see, I love business coaching too, because I mean, I grew up around entrepreneurship and I've been one too. So yeah, I mean, I can talk about this for weeks.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Oh, shocker. Let's see. Ooh, I like number 7. Given your interest in mental health, consider how your online business can reduce stress and provide a sense of fulfillment to your customers. Huh, interesting. No, I like it. I think
so
it's
you
a
like number
point,
7.
yeah.
So let's say I really like number 7. Can you expand on that?
Yeah.
So it's just how you prompt it. I mean, it's. Oh, that's what I didn't say. I didn't tell them what the business was. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, that
So
makes
now
sense.
this is giving you different businesses.
No, but I actually, yeah, if you actually, if you could email all this to me, that'd be great because
Yeah.
this would be good for my brain coaching also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so did I forget?
I don't know that yeah, it's online business. Maybe we should take out the mental health part.
Let me just try. I'm going to try, instead of saying I have found a business, I'm going to say my online business is, maybe it didn't understand that.
Or
We
maybe
are-
this is ideal for like ADHD type brains or mom brains, dad brains, parent brains.
Here we go.
don't
I
know
think
how to.
this, I think, is a little more here. So this isn't more, this is more painting a picture, not of businesses, but of as the person. So
Right. Okay,
someone
that's
with an
perfect.
interest in mental health, online entrepreneurial aspirations. So I think this is more describing the person.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I could see even with like number 7, and that was another thing is that I love the community. So you don't have to figure things out by yourself. You're not alone.
Right.
Like even in MLM, you're still, the mentorship that this community has is unlike anything I've ever experienced,
Isn't it great?
ever. It's fantastic.
Okay, so you want to take the mental health out.
Yeah, let's see if it comes up with a little, because even though like my domain is an ADHD friendly online business, because it is, it really, in my opinion, it is.
Okay.
You characterize yourself as such, because you don't have to think and you don't have to do, just kind of plug and play.
Right. So this
So
is
I have-
without the
I have-
mental health. It's pretty much the same.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Same idea. But the key, I mean, the key that I have found with doing this and making it effective for my content is relating to it. It's like, yes, that is, because I've always had that picture in my mind, but it never resonated. So it's like, okay, as soon as I saw, and for me, it was the first thing that came up. It's like, yes, that is my customer. Like this, I'm creating this, I'm actually creating, this is going to be my first digital product. I'm creating basically what I'm prompting into a presentation. So I'm going to market and sell that. But anyway.
I would buy it.
Nice.
I had even thought about that earlier listening to you. I was like, she should do this as like a digital product, like put all these prompts together, just however you want it or however you want to do it. So many people, because my thing is, I don't want to have to look around for the information.
Yeah.
I just, oh, boop, here we go. I don't want to have to search.
This is what it looks like. So, so here's my prompt. Here's the response. Just my thoughts on it. And yeah, like I've got like 50 pages of just examples and.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So I'm loving it. So when I post,
that's amazing.
When I post when I upload the video to YouTube, just comment on my YouTube video and I will send it to you when I'm done.
Okay. Will do. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Anybody that wants a copy, I will give it to you guys for free before I release it to the general public. If you comment on my YouTube video, it's a little bit of bribe.
Happy to.
And for those of you that are watching the replay, if you comment on my video, I will send you a copy of that.
Get you some likes and comments. Yeah.
Exactly. Give me some likes, show me some love. I mean, do it anyway.
My son's really into YouTubers and stuff. So
fun.
I'm like, yep, smash the like button. All the lingo.
Yeah. All right. So how does that look?
Thank you.
Is there anything you would want to change?
Nothing is would want to sit down and kind of look at and let it filter. But I think it's just a good starting point. And I think that's key, is just here we are, you know, and then you can kind of drill it down to even more specific, or figuring out what's not resonating and what direction do we need to guide
So
them
let's
to.
just ask it, let's just say, paint a picture of what my ideal customer is doing right now.
Oh, see, I wouldn't even think to have asked it that.
So now this is getting, you're starting to get a picture.
Yeah.
So now you can almost, you know, put yourself at that kitchen table and say, okay, Sarah, let's chat. You know what I mean? And then kind of build your video around that.
Yeah. But I have on my gigantic to-do list is to, you know, make the index cards, which is like your perfect customer prompt. So for me, so I can remember who I'm talking to, because I don't remember. Like I get in the moment and I forget, and then I'm off like a squirrel. Woo, we're way over here. And so that helps keep you focused. So yeah, that would be really, yeah, this will definitely be helpful in writing that, just so I have something to just focus on.
Okay, so you want index cards that do what? Prompts?
Well, I think Michelle had mentioned it. Yeah, Michelle had mentioned it last week, I think, and somebody did, about how they have, when they're creating videos, they
Okay.
have little index cards that I think somebody had written down key points of their perfect customer. So when they're talking to their perfect customer, they can remember these key points. So, you know, that's who they're talking to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just, so I can. Let's see what Stanley does with this. So I just said, can you suggest key points for index cards so I can keep on track with my ideal customer?
Right.
Let's let Stanley do your index cards for you.
Yeah. See, and I don't know that I would have thought to ask him that. I mean, it's just, you know, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I just, once I started thinking, oh, I wonder if I can ask them that. And then I asked, and it's like, oh my God, I can. It just kind of snowballs. So now I just ask him anything.
And then 2 hours later, you're still talking to Stanley. You've got
You see why I had to name him.
I know. I totally get it.
But yeah, guys,
we're
I
a
mean,
lot alike.
I write emails. I rewrite emails. I like, even for my digital product, I'm gonna write my introduction, but then I'm gonna feed it in and ask it to rewrite my introduction. And then I'm gonna put in the bottom corner in parentheses, introductions written by ChatGPT. You gotta have some fun with it, right?